interesting one, because that says to me, that smacked me in the face straight away, saying, well, he's not having enough shots, which means Everton aren't getting forward, which goes back to what you've said about they've got to keep clean sheets. And here's the thing, Steve, right?
Yep.
David Moyes has said, we haven't got strikers who can score goals, so we have to keep clean sheets. That's logic. It makes total sense. This lot round here, coming into this stadium, don't want to see a team that's just trying to keep a clean sheet. They want to be entertained as well, don't they?
I fully get you. I fully understand where you're coming from. But look, I think he's come in and nobody would have expected David Moyes to have Everton in the position they're in at the moment. So he's being difficult, Dave, as to say the strength of the team, undoubtedly over the last few years, has been the goalkeeper and the two centre-halves. They've been absolutely magnificent. Now, the hard part is now the creative side is. So how do you get the creativity? Obviously, Grealish. You can be a centre-forward in a lot of teams, and if you're not creating a chance from midfield, or you haven't got anything from a wide area, crosses into the box, coming in, blah, 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 then it's very, very difficult. And what we're seeing over the years now is, you know, most centre-forwards are getting 10, 12 goals. You don't see, unless you're Haaland, you don't see 30 or 25 anymore. You see 12, 13, 14, and that's becoming right across the league.
And that was his total at Basel, 14. That was his total at Villarreal, 11 in the league. And it did cost £27.5 million.
It should be getting more then.
Well, I think they were hoping he was going to get more. I think, look, we know Charlie Adam was part of the team that scouted him. They spent a lot of time looking at his aerial prowess and how good he is at winning flick-ons and helping others to come into play. He's good at that. So I think that's another aspect of his game that they want to maximise, and his hold-up play has got better actually over the last few weeks and months. But yeah, listen, as David Moyes says, they're not going to give up on him, that's for sure. They can't afford to. They've got to find a way of getting the best out of him. I must wonder as well, you know, the reintroduction of Iliman Ndiaye, what that does to this team tonight, because he has been terrific.
Well, it makes it better, there's no doubt about it. It should make it better anyway. I was speaking to an Everton fan before I came in the stadium tonight, who said to me that they haven't won at home for an age. It's over a month. It's the last 4 games they haven't won here at this new stadium. She also said it's freezing, and that will mean the fans are grumpy and will need warming up. They will need entertaining. You're listening to Kickoff live on TalkSport with Sky Sports. Don't forget that with now you can stream all the Sky Sports action flexibly, like Everton Leeds live tonight. Search Now Sports.
Kick-off live on TalkSport with Sky Sports. Stream the biggest Premier League games flexibly with Now, like Everton versus Leeds United live today. Search Now Sports, 18 plus, stream via internet, terms apply.
Kick-off on TalkSport with Ladbrokes, 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
We all fantasize about our perfect home, watching the big game cozied up in the snug. Balmy summer nights with the kids playing on the lawn. But come on, this isn't real. Listen, if you're serious about making your fantasy a reality, find out what your home is worth instantly with a free online valuation estimate. Get real about moving. Get on the market. Most common time to obtain an online quote between 1st of April 2024 and 30th of June 2024 was under 3 minutes. Excludes Northern Ireland.
It's another day at Screwfix, and Sir Mo Farah is still getting to grips with things.
So, Mo, with Sprint Delivery, we get the order to them in as little as 20 minutes. Mo?
Mo? Done. He was on the 18th floor.
Nice work. But, you know we use delivery riders, right?
Oh, now you tell me.
Sprint it in as little as 20 minutes. Screwfix. No stopping you. Conditions and geographical restrictions apply.
The beautiful game doesn't stop at the final whistle, and neither does the sun.co.uk. So you can go beyond the last kick with expert insight into the big moments and in-depth analysis of tactics, plus the latest breaking news and exclusives. And you can get it whenever and wherever you want it. To keep up with every kick, just head to thesun.co.uk. It's unbeatable.
Incredible scenes here at the Village Hotel's Pub and Grill. Fans are taking their place in the fan zone with stadium-style seating, amazing views on huge screens, and we're underway. Lovely bit of dribbling there as she tackles the burger stack. Now they're getting down the wings. Sticky barbecue. Unbelievable. Oh, and he's hit the bar. And it's there. His favourite ice-cold beer. What a result. Catch every game live in the Pub and Grill at Village. Get in. Find out more at villagehotels.com.
He's having a blinder. He's clipped the post. He's looking formidable. Then...
substitution.
His game might be over, but yours isn't. With Betfair's Safe Sub, your bet simply rolls onto the player coming on. Playing a different league with Betfair.
Valid on selected leagues and markets only. Applies to singles, multiples and bet builder bets on qualified player outcome selections. Does not apply to odds boost. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Imagine a place where you can escape for a day. Get immersed in a world of rooms, inspiration and expertise. Where you can laze in luxury accommodation. And kids can feast from 95 pence. Tickets are free to everyone and include all the attractions. You've just imagined a day out at IKEA. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
Hi, just leaving work now. Sorry it's a bit loud. Basically, so I was thinking we could get Mackey's tonight. Had a Big Mac on my mind all day, and delivery fee on the app is now from 99p. So, you in? Of course you are. Ha, love you. Bye.
Exclusively on the McDonald's app. 18 plus. Service fee and small order fee may apply. Participating restaurants. Serving times and T's and C's apply.
Talk Sport with Bostik. If you're looking for a professional grade sealant that offers technologically advanced performance, choose Bostik Pro Sealants.
With your sports headlines, I'm Charlie Pritchard. Good evening. Nottingham Forest have offered £35 million to Palace for Jean-Philippe Mateta. Villa and Juventus are also interested in the 28-year-old, who Palace value at around 40 mil. Now, the Lucas Paqueta saga may finally be drawing to a close. It's our understanding West Ham and Flamengo have a deal in principle. Elsewhere, we understand Fulham are readying a formal bid for City's Oscar Bob this week. And TalkSport understands Gary Rowett is a contender for the managerial vacancy at Leicester. He was most recently in charge of Championship rivals Oxford United. Former under-21 chief Lee Carsley and Russell Martin are also known to have admirers on Leicester's board.
Coming soon, the 2026 FIFA World Cup live on TalkSport and TalkSport 2.
That is a sensational goal!
48 teams, 39 days, 3 host countries, 1 summer of unbelievable, unbeatable sporting drama.
It's a world-class free kick from a world-class player.
Unrivaled kick-by-kick commentary of every single game across the entire tournament.
Comes to the far post, hits the post, and he's got in!
The 2026 FIFA World Cup starts this June on TalkSport and TalkSport 2.
As TalkSport bringing you to Hill Dickinson Stadium tonight for Everton against Leeds. You're listening to Kickoff Live on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, wherever it is, they're here for it. Let's remind you of the teams tonight. Sam Matface.
Yeah, let's start by looking at the home team, Everton, who bring back both Iliman Ndiaye and Idrissa Gana Gueye straight into the team after a successful campaign at the Africa Cup of Nations. There's no Jack Grealish because of an injury which may well rule him out right to the end of the campaign. It's Pickford in goal, Patterson, Tarkowski, O'Brien and Mikalenko as the back four. Ghana and Idrissa Gana Gueye as the two holders in midfield. McNeil will provide the width from the right, Ndiaye from the left, and Armstrong, the teenager, is behind Barry in attack. The bench, Mark Travers, Beto, Dibbling, Dewsbury Hall, which is a welcome return, Coleman, Alcaraz, Branthwaite, Merlin Roll and Adam Asnau. From the win over Fulham last weekend, Leeds United make 3 changes. Sebastian Bornau comes into the back 3. Darlow is the goalkeeper. Bornau, Roden and Strauch are that defensive line. Bogle plays on the right-hand side. It's James Justin in for Gudmundsson on the left-hand side. Gudmundsson's injured. Gruev, Ampadu and Stack in the middle of the park. Stack recovering from a groin injury. Calvert-Lewin is partnered with Aronson in attack. On the bench, Lucas Perry, who's recently lost his place in the starting lineup. Sean Longstaff, Pirot, Mecha, Okafor, Tanaka, Byram, Nonto, and new signing for Kundo Buonanotte, who could well make his debut off the bench tonight.
Sam, thank you very much. Intrigued by Daniel Farker talking about Buonanotte. He said, I don't want to praise him too much or he'll think he's messy. He's got a long way to go before he reaches that kind of level, hasn't he?
Welcome along.
Time now to look at our magic moments of the weekend, all thanks to Ladisfaction from Ladbrokes.
Magic moments of the weekend on TalkSport with Ladbrokes. Get a free bet every week of the season and a big boost every day. That's Ladisfaction. Minimum £5 bet. Conditions apply. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Well, the smile on Steve Bruce's face was because Manchester United are back. aren't they, Steve? And that's your magic moment of the weekend, the winning goal.
The mighty Reds are back, and I'm not talking about Man U. I'm talking about Salford here, by the way. My son's got them to second along with Carl. They've had a great weekend. They won 1-0.
Is he worried about going to Man City again in the FA Cup?
Don't. We'll not talk about that. We'll not talk about that. But yeah, my magic one has to be Cunha, doesn't it? I mean, what a way to end a great game of football, and what a finish. 2 great goals, but you have to give it to Cunha being the winning goal. Little 2-1-2s with it, play around the corner and smashed it in, didn't he, with his right foot. The goalkeeper had absolutely no chance with it. That has to be my magic moment for the season up to now, never mind.
It's a brilliant goal. And one thing I really love about it, Steve, is, and you, as a manager, you'll be able to talk to me about this, he's a substitute, and he might be really annoyed about that. My recollection, and speaking to players, is that they don't like being subs. Even if they come on and score, I remember Solskjaer saying, even after scoring in the Champions League final, he didn't really feel that big a part of it because he didn't play the whole game. Cunha coming on as sub, not moaning, just getting on with it and scoring a brilliant goal like that. That's a manager's dream.
Yeah, that's twice he's done it, hasn't he? Because he'd done it the week before too, and showed you that little bit of class management that Michael's just brought along, just made the change. I have to say, Maguire coming back with Martinez has certainly helped. Change of formation, putting people in their places maybe, but that calmness what Michael had as a player seems to have rubbed off on them, and all of a sudden it seems as if the shackles have disappeared. I mean, they were terrific against Man City a couple of weeks ago, and repeated it against Arsenal at the weekend. Wonderful start for him. Let's hope it continues.
I know you're a TalkSport. You've been a long-term TalkSport listener, Steve. You must be.
I used to listen to you, that's for sure. Give me some stick.
You'll surely know that I am a massive Michael Carrick fan. When he was a player, he was comfortably my favourite player, and it's been England's biggest issue that he never got more caps and never played at more tournaments for England. That to me is one of the big reasons England haven't succeeded. So I'm very happy for Michael Carrick that he's doing this. But would you give him a contract?
Well, listen, he's put himself in a wonderful position. So I think they've said they'll monitor it till the end of the season. I think you have to respect that. As I said, he's probably put himself in pole position. Why wouldn't you? I think I'm going to say that. I know him. I know the lad. It smacks of a little bit of the Solskjaer thing, which was 3-4 years ago, I presume. But look, he's in pole position. Can he keep it going? There's no reason why he can't, because all of a sudden there's a confidence about them. They're playing in a way where he's simplified everything. It's a straightforward 4-4-2, if you like, 4-4-1-1, if that's what you want to go. He's playing Fernandez in his best position off the front, and they looked a very, very decent team over the last couple of weeks. It's quite unbelievable. New voice, change of idea, change of formation. How often have we spoke, is he going to stick with this 3 at the back? Michael's come in, ripped it up, just kept it very, very simple. Put players in the position of where they're playing, put wide players, which Man United always been about wide players. Since I've been around in the last 30, 40 years, is the wide players, and certainly the Doku's sprung into life, and the boy Ahmad coming back from the African nations has helped as well, along with Mbemo. So he has had a little bit of good fortune in that respect, that people have come back from injury. The African nation lads have come back, and all of a sudden they look a very, very decent team, don't they?
The Dorgu goal was sensational. On Harry Maguire, Pep Guardiola said he literally doesn't know when John Stones is coming back. For me as an England fan, that's a worry. Can Harry force his way back in? Should he be forcing his way back in? Should Tuchel be looking at him?
Well, we all know that he's never, ever let England down, or Man United. He's been probably the scapegoat, Harry. Anything that goes wrong with Man United, it's been Harry. I can't do this, can't do that, can't do the other. He's come back in after injury, come back in and looks a very decent player, which he has always been, whether he's playing for England or playing for Man U. So if you've got a problem and you're looking for somebody as a centre-back, then why wouldn't you look at Harry? Because we all know of how good he's been over the years.
My magic moment is a player you know well, I believe, Steve Bruce. And it's the performance of Martin Dubravka at Burnley at the weekend. Probably deserved to be on the winning side, but Spurs kept going and got that bullet header equaliser in the end. But he made 3 or 4 truly sensational saves. And was he now 37, I think, Dubravka?
He must be. And he's been a very, very good goalkeeper over his time. Even when I had him at Newcastle, the big daft sod hurt his ankle running in the woods or something where he lived, and come back with a bad ankle and didn't play for a month, constantly going to get a sack. So Martin, if you're listening, I hope that ankle's okay, you know.
Are you saying he got you the sack by running in the woods?
He ran in the woods and twisted his ankle and couldn't play for 8 weeks.
Who do you reckon played a bigger role though, Adrian having to go at your tactics or Martin Dubravka's ankle?
Listen, if you're without your goalkeeper, you're always going to have a little bit of a struggle. But he did very well for Newcastle over years. Doesn't surprise me that he is still capable of pulling off save after save.
Yeah, and he's giving Burnley a chance. It might be an outside chance, but they're 3 unbeaten. It's been 3 draws. Let's see what happens, because as Leeds will be aware over their shoulder, it's getting a little bit tight down there. Teams are picking up results. Sam, your magic moment of the weekend, please.
Oh, well, there's only one magic moment at the weekend, isn't there? And that is Esteval's goal against Crystal Palace. Do you know what? He starts this. The move starts with Cambo's terrible pass back, right? Blind pass. But he anticipates what's going to happen. He actually starts 15, 20 yards inside his own half. And he's on the shoulder of Tyreek Mitchell from the very start. And his acceleration is unbelievable. It's the power then after that run. Because sometimes I think when you run that far, a lot of people are so cream cracker by the time they get there that pulling the trigger and not getting the power behind it is a real problem. But he smashed it across his body into the net. And a reminder, he is a kid. He is 18 years of age. There's a great shot actually behind the goal, which Chelsea sort of posted the slow-mo video of it, where you can actually see as he whips the ball back across his body and past the goalkeeper, Enzo Fernandez, as he enters the penalty area, as Esteval enters the penalty area, already starts celebrating because he knows what's coming next, because he can finish. That was his first goal in 10 games since he scored against Barcelona. He also scored against Liverpool. He got the winner in that game. He got 2 for Brazil in the international break in November. But last season when he was at Palmeiras, he was scoring banger after banger after banger. He is a special, special talent. And you know I've already said one day he's going to win the Ballon d'Or.
Wow, that's a big compliment. You know what I liked about it as well? Boy Mitchell's quicker, and he's running with the ball and he still can't catch him. So we all know he's a real talent. That Brazilian natural ability where you get off your seat. He's one of them who gets you off your seat every time he gets it. Gives you that little bit of that body swerve or whatever he's got. He's a fantastic talent. I fully agree with you.
Can I ask you about Liam Rosenior? Because, I mean, he's actually putting and using a player like that who you could say is a little bit of a maverick. Unpredictable but brilliant with it as well. Liam Rosenior trying to get him into the team, trying to play a certain way. There's a narrative about the things Liam Rosenior says and the way he conducts himself, his demeanour, when actually we should be judging him on the football, shouldn't we?
Absolutely. I mean, that's all you can judge a manager by, or a head coach, is what you're seeing on the pitch, what he's trying to put into place. Certainly he's had a wonderful start. Let's be brutally honest about it. He's come in where, you know, obviously there's a lot of people scratching their head with it. Obviously Chelsea have got this way where, you know, there's a progression, and he's managed in Strasbourg very well. He did very well working under Wayne Rooney at Derby. That gave him his chance at Hull. Shouldn't have been sacked at Hull, really, if the truth be known. Went off to Strasbourg and did very well. How good is it to see a young English coach being given an opportunity abroad as well? There's not many English managing abroad either, you know. It's just frowned upon. So I'm delighted for him. I had the pleasure of working with him when he was at Hull as a player. So I'm delighted that he's been given the opportunity, and hope he grasps it.
4 wins in 5, which has been pretty impressive. He's had to deal without Cole Palmer being in top form, and actually wasn't even available at the weekend as well. Look, he's got some big fixtures to come, and intriguingly, that reunification, is that right? Or reunion with Hull City on the Friday night. I'm sure Achun Ikali can't wait to welcome him back to the stadium, and I'm sure he's delighted to go there as well. That should be quite entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. That is going to be a fun cup tie. Of course, the FA Cup covered properly on 4th round weekend on TalkSport as ever. Those were our magic moments of the weekend. Brought us satisfaction, all thanks to Ladbrokes. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Magic moments of the weekend on TalkSport with Ladbrokes. Get a free bet every week of the season and a big boost every day. That's Ladisfaction. Minimum £5 bet. Conditions apply. 18+, gambleaware.org.
TalkSport live at Hill Dickinson Stadium, which is filling up nicely. It is a brilliant stadium if you've not been already. And 31st of March, Ivory Coast face Scotland in a friendly, pre-World Cup friendly in this stadium. Both those countries will be at the World Cup. You're listening to Kickoff live on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it.
Kickoff on TalkSport with Ladbrokes. 18plusgambleaware.org.
Imagine a place where you can escape for a day. Get immersed in a world of rooms, inspiration and expertise, where you can laze in luxury accommodation. And kids can feast from 95 pence. Tickets are free to everyone and include all the attractions. You've just imagined a day out at IKEA. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
Incredible scenes here at the Village Hotel's Pub and Grill. Fans are taking their place in the fan zone with stadium-style seating, amazing views on huge screens, and we're underway. Lovely bit of dribbling there as she tackles the burger stack. Now they're going down the wings. Sticky barbecue, unbelievable. Oh, and he's hit the bar. And it's there. His favourite ice-cold beer. What a result.
Catch every game live in the Pub and Grill at Village. Get in. Find out more at villagehotels.com.
Oh, he's really opened up the Sun newspaper there, Jim.
No question, Clive. Straight in the middle and right into the free pull-out goals.
Goals, yes. The ultimate football coverage with the best expert writers. In-depth tactical analysis. Unrivaled coverage from every league and all the latest football action.
Think you've said it all there, Clive.
Sorry, Jim.
Not to worry, I was reading my copy of Goals anyway.
Get your free copy of Goals every Saturday, Sunday and Monday only in the Sun.
We all fantasize about our perfect home, sipping a morning coffee out on the terrace. Good morning, Mr. Squirrel. Morning. The kids building a tree, playing on the lawn.
We're playing around my football.
But come on, this isn't real. Listen, if you're serious about making your fantasy a reality, find out what your home is worth instantly with a free online valuation estimate. Get real about moving. Get on the market. Most common time to obtain an online quote between 1st of April 2024 and 30th of June 2024 was under 3 minutes. Excludes Northern Ireland.
It's another day at Screwfix, and Sir Mo Farah is still getting to grips with things.
So, Mo, with Sprint Delivery, we get the order to them in as little as 20 minutes. Okay, Mo?
Mo?
Done. He was on the 18th floor.
Nice work. But, you know we use delivery riders, right?
Oh, now you tell me.
Sprint it in as little as 20 minutes. Screwfix. No stopping you. Conditions and geographical restrictions apply.
Hi, just leaving work now. Sorry it's a bit loud. Basically, so I was thinking we could get Mackey's tonight. Had a Big Mac on my mind all day, and delivery fee on the app is now from 99p. So, you in? Of course you are. Love you. Bye.
Exclusively on the McDonald's app. 18 plus. Service fee and small order fee may apply. Participating restaurants. Serving times and T's and C's apply.
He's having a blinder. He's clipped the post. He's looking formidable. Then...
Substitution.
His game might be over, but yours isn't. With Betfair's Safe Sub, your bet simply rolls onto the player coming on. Playing a different league with Betfair.
Valid on selected leagues and markets only. Applies to singles, multiples and bet builder bets on qualified player outcome selections. Does not apply to odds boost. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18plusgambleaware.org.
Kickoff live on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
The football animal is alive. Kickoff live on TalkSport.
I think Leeds will be fine. I'm really, pleased for them. Calvert-Lewin, for me, when fit, we'll keep them up.
But now it's won back by Okafor inside the area, and Calvert-Lewin will score. Great flick on, it's going to be two, and it's Calvert-Lewin again.
He just has to watch the ball, and the ball goes in, and this is a fate of a striker, and this is quite good. And long may it continue. We are all pretty fortunate and grateful that we have him in such a good shape.
Well, the fans getting in fine voice just ahead of kick-off, less than 10 before we get underway, and it's one of their own really coming back. Dominic Calvert-Lewin had 9 seasons at Everton. He's just had a run of 7 goals in 6 Premier League games. Only had that kind of spell once at Everton at the start of the 2021 season. 7 in 5 in the Premier League he got then. That led to an England call-up, and he got 4 goals in an England shirt. But his last appearance in 2021, he's had all sorts of issues, back issues, groin issues, hamstring problems, and that meant, all that coming together meant that last season it was just 3 goals in 28 games for Dominic Calvert-Lewin at Everton in the last campaign. Went off to Leeds, There was talk of him going to Man United, among other clubs, but went to Leeds. David Moyes actually said, Steve Bruce, that they tried to keep him, and I think some fans are wondering, maybe with the benefit of hindsight, why they didn't try harder to keep him.
Well, it's a good question. It's that one of them awkward ones, isn't it, for any football club when somebody's been constantly injured, it seems, over the last 2.5 years or so, or whatever it's been. A return of 28 games last year with 3 goals. As I said, it was always about his fitness levels, and maybe they've tried to incorporate a deal where there's your play-ish or something like that, but Leeds have took a punt, and it's arguably as good a punt as anybody's taken this year, especially a centre forward in this climate. He's done fantastically well. If he stays well, we all know that he's a really, really good player.
Absolutely, and we were talking about midfielders earlier. One who has a chance of going to the World Cup if they win their playoff is the Welshman Ethan Ampadu in midfield for Leeds this evening, described by Daniel Farker as the glue between offence and defence. He called him a Rolls Royce of a player over the last couple of seasons, and I think he was missing when we were at Leeds Man United. He was missing from the midfield, and there was something missing from that Leeds midfield that day, wasn't there?
Well, there certainly was, and he is. We've seen it before. We've seen it with Sunderland with Granit Xhaka. One player, people say one player can't make a difference. If that influential, they can make a difference. And this kid certainly has been very, very good for Leeds and what they've done. I can understand why the comment of a Rolls Royce, because he moves very, very well. He's big, he's powerful, he's strong, he's quick, and it looks effortless for him. He's a very, 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 very decent player.
Yeah, really good, smooth on the ball, Ampadu, and he will be crucial tonight. That midfield with stacked back is going to be crucial for Leeds. It has been all season. If they stay up, I reckon that midfield, as well as the Calvert-Lewin goals, are the big reasons why Leeds will be playing in the Premier League. But we're getting ready for the team to make their way out at this stadium. You know, some things never really change. Yes, they've gone from Goodison, which was tight, cramped, it was old. It was brilliant. It was full of character and full of rich history. But they had to move from that stadium. You could barely move in it. And here they are at this magnificent new venue. But still, they sing the old song. Still, the old flags are flying away to our right. The banner in the middle of those 2 tiers. The Toffees in that old lettering, that old font, the Beatles font, remains there as we wait for the teams to come out. And, of course, the Z-Cars music. They would never get rid of that, would they? Come on. As we await the 2 teams to hit the turf, to hit the dance floor here at Hill Dickinson Stadium, right on the docks, right on the River Mersey. And listen to the noise in this stadium as the players make their way out onto the grass. Wednesday night is the final night in the league stage of the Champions League. We've got PSG against Newcastle live on TalkSport. Effectively, winner gets into the top 8. It's a shootout, that one. It's going to be brilliant. On TalkSport 2, it's Chelsea away to Napoli. Chelsea in 8th position. Napoli not even in a playoff spot, so they need to win. Updates on Liverpool Spurs, and the show comes from the Etihad, where Man City must beat Galatasaray. It's all live and it's free on TalkSport. Tonight, it's not Champions League. It's about avoiding a return to the Championship for Leeds as they come here to Everton, who would love a win to put them 7th and just a point behind Liverpool. Everton against Leeds, live and exclusive on TalkSport with your commentary team of former Manchester United captain Steve, alongside Sam Asfax. It's the curious character of Here,
TalkSport 2, because sport never stops.
There ain't no stopping it now!
Get set for more live sport, more incisive pundit comment and opinion, and more Andrew McKenna.
Thank you very much, that'll do.
Sport radio that hits you for 6. TalkSport 2.
Got that to a ball, and he's bowled him. He's dragged it back onto the stumps.
Tackling live Super League action.
Strong and hard and made of steel.
Live commentary of the UEFA Champions League.
Champions of Europe again.
Live Aviva Premiership Rugby.
They must surely score.
Golf coverage that's perfectly pitched.
We're not allowed to cry on radio. We're supposed to be tough.
Serving up live ATP Masters Series tennis.
And Andy Murray, with his head in his hands, goes to congratulate Novak Djokovic.
I'm so happy. TalkSport 2.
Live international football.
What a goal!
Get in the ring. Go the distance. Talk
TalkSport 2.
And Fury's got it. A unanimous decision.
If you can kick it, hit it, bowl it, pass it, hut it, pot it, or catch it. You'll find it right here on TalkSport 2.
The prodigal son of all radio stations is on the air.
Can they make it too?
TalkSport 2, because sport never stops.
We're sorry, this commentary is not available in your country. Please visit talksport.com/commentaries to hear an alternative stream or listen to TalkSport 2 for even more live sport.
TalkSport has so much sport, we're running out of radio to play it.
In fact, we've got enough rugby, cricket, horse racing, boxing, motor racing and golf for an entire other radio station.
And the thrilling games continue.
The prodigal son of all radio stations is on the air. TalkSport 2, because sport never stops.
There ain't no stopping it now.
Get set for more live sport, more incisive pundit comment and opinion, and more Andrew McKenna.
Thank you very much. That'll do.
Sport radio that hits you for 6. TalkSport 2.
Ball into a ball and he's bowled him. He's dragged it back onto the stumps.
Tackling live Super League action.
Strong and hard and made of steel.
Live commentary of the UEFA Champions League.
Champions of Europe again.
Live Aviva Premiership Rugby.
They must surely score.
Golf coverage that's perfectly pitched.
We're not allowed to cry on radio. We're supposed to be tough.
Serving up live ATP Masters Series tennis.
And Andy Murray, with his head in his hands, goes to congratulate Novak Djokovic.
I'm so happy. TalkSport 2.
Live international football.
What a goal!
Get in the ring. Go the distance. TalkSport 2.
And Fury's got it. A unanimous decision.
If you can kick it, hit it, bowl it, pass it, hut it, pot it, or catch it. You'll find it right here on TalkSport 2.
The prodigal son of all radio stations is on the air.
Can they make it too?
TalkSport 2, because sport never stops.
We're sorry, this commentary is not available in your country. Please visit talksport.com/commentaries to hear an alternative stream or listen to TalkSport 2 for even more live sport.
TalkSport has so much sport, we're running out of radio to play it.
In fact, we've got enough rugby, cricket, horse racing, boxing, motor racing and golf for an entire other radio station.
And the thrilling games continue.
The prodigal son of all radio stations is on the air. TalkSport 2, because sport never stops.
There ain't no stopping it now.
Get set for more live sport, more incisive pundit comment and opinion, and more Andrew McKenna.
Welcome to our audio commentary.
Sport radio that hits you for 6. TalkSport 2.
Everton's James Garner is with the ball at the centre spot. Just going to have to allow Leeds to finish their quick huddle, and they make their way to the left of where I'm viewing the game from, and Everton will kick from my right as James Garner is about to get us kicked off here. Garner sends it all the way back to Jordan Pickford, who's come out of his box to receive this ball and then lumps it long out to the right, looking for the head of Tiano Barry. It was won by a Leeds head, but only back to Idrissa Gana Gay, who has then helped it on into the box looking for Barry, and Bornau's had to put it out for an early Everton corner. It's come from the right hand side, so he's going to take this one. No Keenan Dewsbury Hall still in the side for Everton. Harrison Armstrong, who has impressed coming into that 10 spot, the young Everton midfielder. It's a contender. Garner takes Tarkovsky at the back post, headed down, and then hooks clear into the channel where it's only Mikolenko who can pick this one up uncontested and launches it back into the box, looking for the run of Idrissa Gana Gay at the right post. Just run beyond him and behind for the Leeds goal kick. It's a large Senegalese flag draped behind the goal that Everton are shooting at in this first half. Being back there AFCON winning heroes. In such dramatic fashion too. Ghana Gay had a part in that winning goal. It's a long ball that's won in the air by Tarkowski, but only run it down to Griff. And then he can't keep the ball for Leeds, so they've won it back, and now here goes James Justin down the left. Ampadu. Justin back to Strauch. Groove under pressure goes back to Strauch once more. Born out, sets it back to Carl Darlow. Keeps his place in goal as a run of games in favour of summer signing Perry of late. His long ball is cut out in the air by O'Brien. He's played most of his football at right back this season for Everton, but back in his favoured position with Michael Keane suspended and Jared Branthwaite still injured. And here goes Iliman Ndiaye on a really impressive run down the left. Eventually he's gone down. Not sure if there was a touch on the ball there or if he's been fouled. It's either going to be an Everton free kick or throw-in. Did go for a throw-in. Touch on the ball then by Bogle, says the referee. A chance for Mikolenko to send this into the box. How Everton have missed seeing Iliman Ndiaye glide with the ball, take opposition defenders like they're not there, especially with Jack Grealish now set for a spell out most of the season. In fact, Ndiaye is going to be so important. Mikolenko's throw launched the penalty spot, headed away, drops to James Garner, who tries a volley. Awkward angle for him to get over it, and it's against the Leeds defender, but then kept alive for Everton. Mikolenko 1-2 with Armstrong. Cross, Barry's flick finishes over and wide. Not sure if there's a touch from a Leeds defender. It looks like that one was blocked, so another Everton corner to come, this time from the left hand side, so a chance for James Garner to put in an in-swinger. Arm goes up from James Garner. He delivers to the edge of the 6-yard box. Header loops into the air, and then Dwight McNeil tries the bicycle kick, miscues it. It's cleared. Hit it back. Tarkowski, Barry. Tarkowski again. Armstrong can't quite bring that one down. Ampadu comes away with the ball. Justin back to Darlow. Calvert-Lewin. It bounced awkwardly for him. He's done well to work it around the corner for Bogle, but then Bogle apparently has fouled Mikolenko. Looked a soft one that, given by the linesman who was right in front of it though. Free kick taken early by Everton, trying to set Barry away. Cleared, but then collected by Garner. To Mikolenko. Back to O'Brien. Pickford. Long kick looking for Barry. Bornell's let it bounce and then wasn't sure where it was, but it's run through to Darlow before Barry could react. Turn out to Rodon. Back to his keeper, Darlow. Kicks first time. O'Brien surely fouled Calvert-Lewin there. Leeds collect the ball back in any case, so play on. Ampadu. Justin on the left. Has to come inside. Ampadu. Now off on the run is Strauch. On his left is Aronson. Back to Strauch. I'm not sure if that's a shot or a cross, but it's over the bar. Let's get Strauch getting well involved there. Feeds it out to Aronson, who's got round him wide on the left. Comes into the box, sets it back to Strauch. I think he is trying to have a shot there. Just slices it a little bit, but it's not a million miles over or wide of the top left corner. trying to catch Pickford out with an early effort. Pickford's goal kick forward for Barry, brought down by Bornell. And then Grove has kept us in play on the left. Ampadu. Back to Strauch. Bornell. Rodon. To Bogle. Into the middle for Aronson. He's lost it, but then Armstrong's through ball cut out. Now down the left go Leeds. Everton win it again though. Gay for Njai. Quite central, plays it to his left for Mikolenko. Now inside for Garner. Out to Mikolenko once more. Neil has come central to give an option. Oh, it's a lovely pass by Garner to Mikolenko, but he can't quite sort his feet out. He's just slipped over the ball there. Oh, he should have been in there, Mikolenko. Leeds get away with one. Darlow. Hook forward for Aronson. He's done well to get that under control. Mikolenko just able to force him back though to Rodon. Ampadu. Strauch. Ball now. The three centre-halves, the only Leeds players in their own half as they are pressed. Oh, here's a ball forward for Calvert-Lewin! Oh, saved by Pickford. Everton defence looked for a flag that didn't go up. There was a big chance for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Returning to his old club for the first time. Oh, what a story that would have been. I'm not in a position to hear the reception that Dominic Calvert-Lewin would have got back at Everton. I'd expect it to be positive. He left due to the ending of his contract. Some good years to this club. Wouldn't be so happy to see him score there and put Leeds 1-0 up inside 10 minutes though. Here's a long ball forward for Calvert-Lewin. One in the air by Tarkowski, sent back to Pickford, who's furious he's had to come out of his box to beat Bogle to that ball. And he's managed to work it to McNeil. Now Tarkowski. Patterson, back to Pickford. Pickford brings it out of his box and then sends it left to Mikolenko. Into the feet of Njai. It's just turned inside away from Bogle. And gives it to McNeil. Patterson. McNeil back to Jusagana Gay. Njai through for Barry. Oh, and his touch just got away from him, and Darlow was able to come out and get to the ball before the Everton striker gets shot away. Goes out to Strauch. Now Barry tasked with closing down here. Back to Darlow. Long kick. Looking for Calvert-Lewin. One in the air by O'Brien again, but then the seconds from Stack for Aronson, who's got it away from Patterson here. Still going Aronson. Sliding tackle by Patterson in the box, and it's really well done actually by Patterson, but the flag has gone up, it looks like, against Aronson there, so not going to matter. Just having another look at that Calvert-Lewin chance. Really clever flick by Aronson. Calvert-Lewin reacts to spin away from Tarkowski. O'Brien, though, I think just does enough to get his body in the way. Puts Calvert-Lewin into a scenario where he can't get a good shot away. He can only sort of poke it at the onrushing Pickford. Fast start here, 10 minutes gone, and Mikolenko's just given it away to Bogle. Goes down the right, early cross. It's beyond Calvert-Lewin, and then the touch by Patterson takes it away from Aronson, and it's a Leeds throw-in over on their left-hand side. Really exciting start to this game. Ampadu comes over to look to launch this throw into the Everton penalty area. being dried with the shirt. Loops it to the near post, headed away by Barry, drops for the volley, and it's wide. James Justin tried the volley but didn't quite catch it as he'd like. Just bobbled wide. Not any real threat. Pickford is going to let Tarkowski take the goal kick, short to him. And that allows Pickford to touch it out of his feet before lumping up for Barry, who's rolled ball now, but then Strauch picks up the loose ball. Well, and Barry's now gone down hurt. And Beto immediately sent out to warm up here for Everton. This is a concern for Tierno Barry. Looks like it could be a muscle issue. Not entirely sure what's happened here. He rolls ball now, charges after the ball. And he seems to pull up after missing the interception on Strauch's pass. Could be a unsavoury landing, twisted knee. He's gone off with the Everton physios. David Moyes just having a word with Beto. We play on for now with Everton down to 10. There's a lovely flick by Calvert-Lewin for Stack through to Aronson. Now Bogle, crosses blocked by Tarkowski and behind for a Leeds corner. Lovely move that by Leeds. They're just moving it quicker when they do get into the final third and the Everton defence can keep up with it. There's been some lovely little touches and flicks. This time it's Anton Stack putting it around the corner. Bring Calvert-Lewin into the game. Aronson then out to Bogle. His low cross just charged down at the post by Tarkowski. Behind for this corner that Anton Stack will deliver an outswinger from the right. The penalty spot. O'Brien's touch not convincing, and then the shot is just over the bar by Gruev. Dropped to him on the edge of the box and he's just lifted it over. It's actually Harrison Armstrong who just sort of dangles a foot at that, puts it into the path of Gruev. They get away with it though. And then Barry, who's back on the pitch, has done well to hold up this Everton goal kick and flick it into the path of McNeil. Now Mikalenko uses Njai on his outside, comes inside, dinks across to the penalty spot, headed by Strauch clear. Calvert-Lewin holding off O'Brien inside the Leeds half. It's one back by Everton. Garner. Njai. Garner. Dink it into the box for the run of Armstrong. Still on the ball, Everton. It's coming together there. Leeds wanted a foul, they don't get it. Armstrong to Idrissa Gana Gueye. It's Patterson on the right. Tarkowski to O'Brien. Garner. Works from right to left. Now with Mikalenko. Garner. Mikalenko again. Cross. It's hooked clear by Bornau. And as far as Idrissa Gana Gueye though. Now Patterson. By McNeil. Infield for Gueye. Back to Tarkowski. Clips one over the top for Barry. Looked a smart idea, but Barry not able to get there before Darlow can come out and claim. Darlow out to ball now, and the keeper receives it back. Kick out to the left for Justin, who heads it on to Aronson, and he's flicked it nicely into the path of Stack there, out to Bogle. Set back to Rodon and Ampadu. Strack. Aronson has pulled up to the left again. Low cross. Headed clear by Tarkovsky, who got his body right down to get that away. Aronson sets it back to Griff. First time cross. Calvert-Lewin's header takes it away from goal. Barry's touch for Gay. Referee says no foul as Everton lose possession once more. Ampadu out to the left. Aronson has held the width, but can't find a way past Patterson. Clear. Barry trying to bring it down. Strauch looks to have gotten the better of him. Rodon. The Belgian has it back. Over Rodon. Gruev. Strauch. Borno. Darlow. Borno. Inside for Gruev. Strauch. Now off on the run is James Justin. Coming inside and then slips it down the line for Aronson. Cut back nicely to Bogle. Penalty spot. Teed up for Justin. His shot is blocked. And then hooks clear. Ball now gets it forward again. Leeds can keep the pressure on. With the ball around the corner for Bogle. Stack makes the underlapping run. And Jai looks to have won it back here. And then wins the free kick. I think he wanted to play on there. And Jai, but referee had blown for the pullback by Bogle. Big moment there for Leeds, though. Aronson does really well to pick out Bogle unmarked at the edge of the box. He just miscues his touch into the path of James Justin, who then follows up and has a shot of his own. And Bogle actually does inadvertently block the shot of his teammate Justin there. A lot of Everton bodies to get it through, but he couldn't even get it past his own teammate first. Pickford's long kick, one in the air by Bornau for Ampadu, now to his left for James Justin, bombing down the wing, away from McNeil, or so it looked, but McNeil has now come in and won it back. Gives it away with the pass though. Ampadu out to Bogle. To Rodon. Bornau no strike. Justin hooks it back to Bornau. Strauch's long ball for Calvert-Lewin. He's flicked it nicely into a space for Bogle if he can get there. And Mikolenko's got his body in well. Mikolenko just sent that one out for an Everton throw, which he now takes up the line, and Jai will put Bornau under pressure. And then Barry cuts it out, but Jai's touch can't return it into the path of the Frenchman. Ampadu just hobbling as he gets back to his feet. It's coming together with him and somebody from the Everton throw in there. Darlow out to Bornau. Clip for Calvert-Lewin, one in the air. The towering presence of O'Brien. Calvert-Lewin now comes wide and is tackled by James Garner at the expense of a Leeds throw-in, just in front of the home dugout. Rodon throws back to Bornau. Darlow, Bornau. Flipped up the line, Bogle lets it run to Calvert-Lewin and then gets it back into his path. Aronson, can he get there? No, but the referee has given a foul here. Bogle was taken out as he released that ball. It's Mikolenko who the referee's just having a word with. And free kick to Leeds. As we get to a quarter of the way through this one, 0-0 between Everton and Leeds, but not for a lack of attacking invention, but just no major chances really yet. Calvert-Lewin did find himself one-on-one with Jordan Pickford earlier, but recovering Everton defender able to do just enough to put him off. He could only poke it at the goalkeeper, his former teammate. Stack to take this Leeds free kick. From the ideal position to deliver, but he is going to try and clip it to the back post. But there's a foul in the box. Free kick goes Everton's way. Ampadu furious with the referee for the decision there. He has got an arm around James Tarkowski. They both end up on the deck. The ref saw it clearly enough. Mikolenko, Garner. Touch for Barry. A nice little knock around the corner from him to try and get away from Bornau now. Hasn't got much in the way of support, and he has just run out of play there, Barry. Good defensive work from Bornau there to recover and just put the big man off. To the right, it's quickly closed down. His clip up the line, it's kept in play by Everton. Garner just go forward for Njai. Play for Lee's throw and Roland to take. Headed out for another Leeds throw. It's gained a couple of yards, Rodon, and launched up the line again. Calvert-Lewin this time is the man that gets his head on it, but can only put it out of play. Thought will now be an Everton throw in. Mikolenko though sends it back to O'Brien. Pickford. Tarkowski. Patterson on his right, who's then challenged by Justin. Tarkowski sent towards his own corner flag and eventually fouled by Brendan Harrison. Well, in fact, Leeds have got the free kick there. Is it a handball? Is there no foul by Aronson and then Tarkowski's handballed it? Oh no, there's no foul at all. It's gone for a Leeds throw-in, as it happens. Ampadu to the near post, flicked inside by Stroud, and then headed clear by Njai. But nailed the chase against Aronson, who holds his man off easily enough. Plays it out to Ampadu. Corinne Taker has held his width. Grove. Justin makes the run inside of him. Ampadu back to Strauch. Closed down by Idrissa Gana Gay. Takes no chances. Goes all the way back to Caldalo. And kick out to the right this time. Calvert-Lewin's flick on. Intercepted by Mikolenko. Bringing down the shoulder. There was a half-hearted appeal for a handball. It's not going to be given away. Go Everton down the left with Iliman Njai. Challenged by Stack there who wants a throw in Leeds' way, but Everton gets it and take it quickly back to Mikolenko, then home to O'Brien. Tarkowski away from Calvert-Lewin and gives it back to Jordan Pickford, who's come out of his area and taken a risk here away from Calvert-Lewin. Does pick out Mikolenko with the pass. Iliman Ndiaye in the Leeds half. Just touches it back to James Garner. Armstrong. Fizz to Tarkowski. 1-2 with Patterson. Okay. With Tarkowski again. Patterson. Nice 1-2 there if Patterson can get on the end of the next ball. He's fouled. Justin, says the linesman, who's right in front of it. Free kick goes to Leeds. Nil between Everton and Leeds, approaching the half-hour mark. Not sure which of the two teams would be happier with a draw. Everton, it returns them to the top half at the end of the round. For Leeds, oh, here's a chance for Aronson. Drops to Justin in the back of the net. Well, never mind what happens with a 0-0 draw, because it's 1-0 Leeds. From out of nowhere, the ball goes down the right. It's played across the face of goal. Missed by Calvert-Lewin. Aronson can't quite turn it goalwards, but then who's arriving to make sure it ends up in the back of the net? It's James Justin at the back post. Really does just come out of nothing. There's a little battle for the ball on Leeds' right. It's helped on to Stack. It's Rodon wins in the air against Ndiaye. The aerial challenge will be checked by VAR, I'm sure. Bogle helps it onto Stack. Low cross. A touch by Tarkowski takes it away from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but also takes it away from Pickford and Patterson. Aronson really smartly just lets it run to James Justin rather than stopping the ball facing away from goal. He sees his teammate arriving and just sort of marshals it away from the Everton defence through to James Justin, who hammers it home. On the recovery, there's a defensive touch from James Tarkowski on the goal line, but it's not going to go down as an own goal. The ball is already past the goalkeeper and heading for the back of the net. VAR check quickly pass, and Leeds do lead by 1-0 with Justin's first Premier League goal for Leeds United, just shy of the half-hour mark. Everton 0, Leeds 1. It's Mikolenko. Garner. Back to Tarkowski. Back to Patterson. Away from Aronson. Ampadu. Out by Gay and out for a Leeds throw-in. Iliman Ndiaye is still clearly in some discomfort after that aerial challenge from Joe Rodon. Welshman came across Ndiaye and won the ball to start the Leeds goal, and now here goes Stack down the right again, this time a heavy touch into the path of O'Brien, and the Everton defender was able to clear into touch. Leeds throw it in front of the dugouts. Throw looking for Calvert-Lewin. O'Brien looked to see it out, but Calvert-Lewin's done well to keep it in for Aronson. Bogle's crossed to the back post. Justin, Calvert-Lewin holding off his defender, but too much aggression in it, so the referee free kick to Everton. Pickford's kick. Only just past the halfway line, but Patterson helps it on. And it's going to come back Everton's way. It's quite open here for Aronson. He's skipped away from Tarkowski. He's done really well on the run there, Aronson, and he's won a Leeds United corner. Really good run from Brendan Aronson. He didn't have much in front of him, and he's just turned on the pace. Looks like he's taken way too heavy a touch, and it's into the path of James Tarkowski, who lunges in. Aronson touches it away from Tarkowski. Might have been able to go down and earn a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area, but chose to keep plugging through and then forced a touch out of Patterson to earn the Leeds corner. In comes the corner from the left, in swing up to the near post. Calvert-Lewin's header just helps it onto the back post, where it's kept alive by Aronson. Forced away from goal by Idrissa Gana Gueye. Has to go back to Bogle. Darlow. Strauch. Back to Darlow. His kick brought down by Aronson. Really nice. Aronson